In the last few years, the gaming industry has been hit by some of the most devastating leaks in history. We saw the GTA 6 hack that exposed the world's most anticipated game years early, and the massive Insomniac Games breach that laid out an entire decade of Marvel projects. But usually, these leaks come from hackers or disgruntled insiders. What happens when the leaker is a government agency? Today, we're looking at a bizarre situation out of Indonesia where a regulatory board just accidentally spoiled the plot of the next James Bond game and why this administrative leak is becoming a massive headache for developers worldwide. Here's the deal. The Indonesian Censorship Board, or LSF, recently updated its public database. Among the entries was Project 007, the upcoming James Bond title from IO Interactive, the masters behind the Hitman series. But they didn't just leak the title 007 First Light. They accidentally published a full-page summary of the game's narrative. Unlike the GTA 6 leak of 2022, which showed us raw, unfinished gameplay, this leak gave away the one thing IO Interactive is known for: the story. We're talking character deaths, major twists, and the ending. It's a complete narrative breach, delivered not by a teenager in a basement, but via an official government filing. This isn't the first time a rating board has slipped up, but the scale is changing. Globally, we rely on boards like the ESRB or PEGI to tell us if a game is too violent. Usually, they are incredibly tight-lipped. However, we've seen a rise in regulatory spoiling. For example, South Korea's GRAC has a history of leaking unannounced remasters, like Quake 2 and the Silent Hill titles, months before their reveal. The FTC versus Microsoft court case in the US accidentally leaked internal Xbox roadmaps, showing us plans for new Dishonored and Doom games that weren't even announced. The difference? Those were just titles. The Indonesian LSF leak is more comparable to the Last of Us Part 2 leaks of 2020. Back then, plot spoilers divided the fanbase before the game even launched. For a story-driven game like 007, First Light having the ending public years before release can be a marketing disaster. Why does this matter to you? Because it changes how games are made. When developers fear that submitting their work to a government board for a rating might lead to a total plot leak, they become more secretive. They might hold back information, delay regional releases, or change stories last minute. The 007 First Light leak is a reminder that in 2026, the biggest threat to a game's mystery isn't just a hacker, it's the paperwork. So, are you the type to go looking for these spoilers, or does this ruin the hype for you? And do you think government boards should be held legally responsible for these kinds of data breaches? Let's discuss it in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more global gaming deep dives. I'm Sadid ID, and I'll catch you in the next one.